I've been a little preoccupied, guys, caught up in this whole global event happening and transitioning to online college and such, and I woke up this morning ready to roll over and get another hour of sleep, but I happened to check my phone and I saw two messages on my lock screen, one from a YouTube friend and one from a business partner, and they both read the same thing. There's new iPad Pros, go check them out. And when I first read this, my initial reaction was just, what? Because two things. One, I just woke up, and two, the last time I checked, I thought a bunch of events and products had been postponed for months because of the global phenomenon happening right now. So at this point, things registered, and I leapt out of bed, pajamas and all, powered on my computer, and I went on the Apple website. And lo and behold, there's new iPad Pros alongside new MacBook Airs and Mac Minis, but this video is specifically focused on what's new with the iPad Pro, why I'm a little bit underwhelmed in some aspects, and also why I'm super excited in others. I also have a special announcement. We all know what it's going to be about. It's going to be at some point in this video, and I'm just going to ask, I'd appreciate it if you just sit tight, we're all at home, watch this video through, learn a thing or two, because the better the watch time is with this video, the more the YouTube algorithm will push it to other unique viewers. But yeah, without wasting any more time, let's jump into things here. So first up, let's talk design. Has it really changed? No. Am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? No. We all expected this. The third generation iPad Pro design is excellent as it is, and it really does hold up a year and a half later. I don't really know what Apple could have done to make it look better. Of course, shrink the bezels and make it thinner, but it already looks great as it is. It's very industrial, and the screen, just the overall slab aspect to it, just looks futuristic and modern, and I'm still satisfied with it. And if it means not sacrificing battery life for performance, I'm perfectly fine having this design in 2020. But when talking about display, I gotta admit, I'm a bit disappointed. I wanted to see OLED, I wanted to see mini LED or micro LED or just something other than LCD, but we're stuck with LCD once again this year. So if you were looking to upgrade to a new iPad with a new display, this is definitely not the one to buy. However, though, the LCD display on the iPad Pro currently is excellent. It has great contrast, it has great, refresh rate. Obviously, the ProMotion is a big selling point of the iPad Pro. It's great for, movie watching and media creation and just overall general usage. So I'm not super upset. It's not like the display got worse. It's still just as good as it was with the third gen, and the third gen has an amazing display, so don't fret there. But still, kind of disappointing. I wanted to see new display tech with this new iPad. The camera setup is really interesting though. Initially, we had thought that Apple would implement the iPhone 11 Pro's tri-camera setup into this new iPad, but instead, we have received a sort of dual camera setup with a 12 megapixel wide angle, a flash of course, and a 10 megapixel ultra wide. And by no means I am an advocate for like iPad photography or videography, but I'm very interested to see how the ultra wide adds to the overall iPad experience and like my everyday workflow, taking pictures of like documents and papers and boring stuff. There's also a better studio quality mic integrated, which I anticipate to be similar to the performance of like the 16-inch MacBook Pro's microphone, but we've yet to see how good it actually is. But most notably, this device has a LiDAR detector or sensor built in, which stands for, I can't remember the acronym, light detection and ranging. This is advanced technology used by NASA apparently, and they crammed it into the thin and light body of the iPad Pro. Basically, it senses depth with light, which should make AR or augmented reality much more immersive and accurate. So there's probably professional applications for this hardware, and I'm also excited to check it out. And then there's the processor, which was kind of a curveball aspect to me. I've never seen Apple do anything like this. They have integrated a processor called the A12Z Bionic into this new iPad. Not an A13, not an A14X or whatever. This is a new processor based on A12X, which is already a monster processor as it is. So I'm very interested to see how much better it actually is. It seems like an incremental, sort of S-style update, but we've yet to see it boast 8-core graphics, and I'm sure increased clock speeds and just better overall performance. It has to be, otherwise they would have just kept the A12X. And then there's the keyboard with trackpad, and this is honestly just as exciting as the new iPad Pro, because this product really is going to make iPad Pro, I think, even more of a MacBook or a laptop replacement. The new keyboard cover is backlit. It looks different. It has a full-size keyboard. It charges via USB Type-C. It has like a smooth closing and floating mechanism, which looks super dope. And most importantly, it features a trackpad, a small one, but a trackpad is there, which should change the way people use iPad and once again make this device more of a laptop replacement, introducing a 5 input besides the Apple Pencil, which is already excellent as it is. And I also will mention this new smart accessory from Apple is compatible with the third gen, so you don't have to worry about upgrading to the newest gen to take advantage of it. So after hopefully covering everything new with these iPad Pros and sharing my impressions with you, now it's time for my special announcement. Remembering July of 2019, 2019 and before then, this channel and my life were completely different pictures. I wasn't experiencing any major growth on this platform. I had just been, slowly growing over the course of 4 years, and this channel was really my hobby, my side gig. I was working odd jobs doing photography stuff and barely scraping any money together. And believe me when I say I barely bought an iPad Pro 11-inch on July 1st of 2019 with a friend of mine. We both wanted to buy the device for college, and iPadOS just made the iPad Pro even more enticing. And at the time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video about this, why I bought the iPad Pro because of iPadOS. And I thought, like, it's not gonna do well, the iPadOS had already been covered. I'm already too late to the party. But little did I know, when I posted that video, it would blow up to over 500,000 views. I think it might be at like 600,000 views, 700,000 views at this point. But anyway, that video jump-started my channel. And since that upload, my growth has been exponential. And I'm so happy that we've created this, sort of niche community surrounding a lot of iPad content, because that's kind of what small YouTubers have to do. We can't focus on things generally because our audiences like particular things, and you guys love iPad Pro, and iPad Pro and just iPad in general have enabled me to grow on this platform. We just hit 70,000 subscribers. We're bound to hit 100K in July, maybe even earlier. So with all of this said, I want to thank all of you, my currently subscribed people and unique viewers, for making this life for me possible, for making my job, analyzing technology, what I do every day. So that is why I'm going to be giving away an 11-inch iPad Pro, a brand new one. I'm still working out the specifics with it. I might be including a pencil, I might not be. I might be working with the sponsor or a brand, I don't know. Regardless, I wanted to do this to thank you guys for everything you have provided me with. Of course, there's hard work on my part, but none of this would have been possible without your immense enthusiasm. So thank you for watching my videos, and I wish all of you good luck in this contest. But of course, you're wondering, how do you enter? All you have to do is subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and enable all notifications. Next up, leave a like on this video and share it with somebody who you think will enjoy it as well. And last up, leave me a comment as to how you would use this iPad creatively or professionally in your own workflow. And then from there, I will choose a comment, and then that person will win this iPad. And that about wraps things up here. Once again, thank you so much for making this job possible for me. I owe it all to you, and I'm happy to do this. I'm really happy to share this technology with people who enjoy it just as much as I do. I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, and subscribe for more content like this. Once again, I also bought the baseline MacBook Air 13-inch with the dual-core i3 processor, so stay tuned for an unboxing and my initial impressions of that. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.